All right, on the road now. I'm doing interviews first thing this morning. The way I like to do my interviews, guys, is for one, I learned my process whenever I was a manager at Subway whenever I was 16 years old. So Subway, back when I was taught by a lady named Diana, she was a district manager, and like they had strategic hiring processes back then, probably not like today. But anyways, do they bring a pen? Do they come prepared? Do they show up early? And for them back then, early was 10 minutes before you were supposed to be there. If you showed up right when you were supposed to be there, the exact time, you were late. That's how they deemed it. So did you bring a pen? Did you fill out the proper paperwork? If there was paperwork ahead of time, did you show up neat and clean? You know, were you ready to go? Like, sometimes you would hire people on the spot, like, hey, can you start working at 2 o'clock because you needed an hourly or something like that. So it might be 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and you need workers and they seem like a good hire. And if they're a good hire, you move quickly. And that's just the way I was taught. And, you know, you can say that's right or wrong. The good thing is it's your business. This is my business, and we get to do things the way we want to. So I'm a pretty laid back kind of fella. As long as you do what you say and say what you do, and do it to the best of your abilities, generally I can work with you pretty easily. With that being said, somebody commented about my hair yesterday. And guys, you do not comment about a man's hair, especially hair that looks this good, okay? This hair, I've worked very hard for. 41 years I've worked for this hair, okay? Anyway, that comment was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I like that comment. It was your first comment ever on the channel, even though you said you were loyal, you know, you love me, yada, yada, yada. That was your first comment ever. So, kind of odd there, but it is what it is. I just commented back. I said, hey, I got a hot wife with this haircut, so, you know, it's okay. I won't take it too personally. Maybe you were just having a bad day or something. Anyways, I'm gonna stop here. I gotta get diesel in this truck, which I showed you yesterday in the landscape truck, so I'm not gonna do that whole spiel. But if I can film anything for you at these interviews, I will. And yeah, it's exciting. It's ramping up around here, man. It's 61 degrees right now. It is cloudy, but yeah, 8:30 a.m. and it's time to get rocking and rolling.
So the other day, Sean had come out to this property and took a look at it, basically the mowing and everything. I am out here now because it's less of a rainy day. I'm out here now with the Moer 2 Pro, measuring all the beds so that we can get the accurate reading as far as how much mulch we want to bring in here. It's a big facility. It's got mulch beds all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and capture each bed within the Moer app, and we'll get a better ballpark reading on what we'll need. I have it all saved here in the Moer app. There are some spots in the beds, especially around the building, that I would actually suggest removing some of it because it is stacked pretty high in some of the areas. So I would go ahead and suggest that, and then we'll bring in a nice fresh layer, 2-3 inches worth of, they have the black dyed mulch here. And they do have some spots that have little pea gravel. We won't mess with that too much unless they actually ask for that, but they've only asked for mulching. So if you think Moer is pretty cool and you want to check it out, we do have a link down in the description. What's it gonna hurt just to check it out? If you feel it's gonna be a good part of your company, give it a go.
All right, guys. So interviews went really good. Hired 2 gentlemen. They're actually, we were talking about a shop and building and stuff, and they know where one's at right down the road, so they're actually going to show it to me real quick. So I'm going to follow them. They didn't know the address offhand, so they're going to drive me down here and show me real quick. It's 6,000 square feet. It says it has a warehouse and an office. Looking for roughly right around like 5,000. I'm not sure exactly what this place was at one point. It's got a fenced-in area to the left side too. It's got a lot of what we would need. It's got the semi bay here, and it looked like another area on the side. Looks like it already has security, so that's good. So it has a man door and a drive-in door there as well. Be pretty solid. Walk around the back here real quick. Told you guys, if we don't build the shop at the property, we're definitely gonna buy or lease something. Let's see what's out back here. Looks like maybe refrigeration at some point, or a freezer. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna walk to that other side real quick. I would like a nice outside space as well, where we can move the salt bunker to, if we decided to do that. The retaining wall looks like it could use a little help. Looks like it might have been a coffee bean shop or something at one point. It's got a big coffee bean on the front, so speaking my kind of show you real quick. Speaking my kind of language here. It's a pretty cool looking logo, honestly. Face mask required. Maybe it went out of business during the COVID period. Yeah, coffee beans on the wall, so it was definitely a coffee place at some point. It's got this outside area here. Just don't know. Oh yeah, that don't go with it, unfortunately. I thought this went with it. That's actually got like a pond in it. That's pretty gnarly. Yeah, the building would work. Building would definitely work. Outside, this one ain't gonna work. I've been keeping my eyes and ears open. Seems like quite a bit of things are starting to hit the market. But hey, if this space would work for you, it's right there, 6,026 square feet. All right, guys, so we got the Ferris Z3 from Brady's. Brought it out here. This is a brand spanking new machine with the ICD deck, which is why we're mainly here, because they changed the deck on us from the original flex chute design that we had over here. They made it just a little bit bigger. So yeah, that's what we're here for. Big shout out to Brady's for allowing us to borrow this bad boy. They literally just picked it up. Kind of weird having the deck lift on the left side. I don't even know how to operate this thing. Savannah put it on. That's the parking brake. Okay, we'll figure it out. Tell you what, these old Ferris has got a lot going on.
Does my hair look okay?
Good enough for mowing. Got the measurements we needed to real quick. I need to throw that empty can of grease away. Yeah.
All right, so what do you like to see the grout joints?
I like that one.
You can look through that and see if there's any.
Ooh, let's do blue.
Other. This one is a little blue.
Yeah. I think for me it's in between those two.
I think they're like identical. I'm looking at them through the camera. I mean, this
feel
one's
like this
one's a
one's a tad
little
darker.
darker,
Yeah.
but not much.
I think that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It mixes well with those, which will be on the floor and
And this
on the
is
wall.
like a epoxy.
Yeah,
okay.
that the cool thing about that, this is all we use grout.
Oh yeah.
That quick.
Savannah said she couldn't believe we agreed on something that quick.
Like that was the fastest decision we both made together.
What was this place called? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Signature Tile and Floors.
Signature Tile and Floors. So we're having a bathroom remodel done, and we've been meaning to get out here for what, about 2 weeks?
Yeah, sorry.
Been kind of busy. So we were actually passing back through from heading to the manufacturers, and it just worked out really well to be able to stop here. And what, 20 minutes we figured it out? 20 minutes. Got the shower tile and everything picked out, which I thought was going to be a pain in the butt, I ain't gonna lie. Alright guys, so when I made the review video for Sleigh Balls yesterday, I actually dropped my multi-force off to get it switched from snow back over. We're going to be dropping Brady's mower back off, so we're going to go ahead and switch them. Mainly he had a bunch of work going on in his parking lot, so it'd be easier to switch these out. We'll drop his off, it'll be in the back, and picking ours up. So got ours switched over from snow. Look at that baby. It's ready to go back for lawn care now. I actually think there's a snowflake in the air right now. I saw that, or somebody's burning something around here. Anyways, real quick, this is the brand spanking new Toro Grandstand Multi-Force Special Edition. Has the 34.5 horsepower Evo engine from Kawasaki on there, and yeah, it's really nice. So super excited to be laying some stripes. Do you see that?
It's either snow or ashes.
That's what I think. I think it's ashes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ashes. They just landed on me.
I should have made sure this was mine before I was gonna take it. Parking brake being on the other side, that would take some getting used to.
Man, the snow's flying faster. Legit. I think it is snow.
I think it is.
Huh?
I don't smell fire.
Yeah, it is snowing.
And what's crazy is it's like,
Oh, it just landed in my mouth. It's snow.
hey, there you go. TQ let you know it's snow. Anyways, we're gonna go in here, pay for what we need to pay for, and we'll be right back. All right, so it did snow pretty good for a split second, but obviously it's nice and warm, so.
It's not warm.
Well, it's not bad.
The sun is deceiving.
This is warm to me. Anyways, couple of Zuzus now. We're on out of here.